Good evening and welcome to Ndizi at 9. It is the 8th day of December 2025 and hopefully you are well. And of course, we are here to inform you on what is currently happening in the country. And also we will be giving you matters focusing on health and also focusing on what is happening in the other sectors, trade, politics, and all those here on Ndizi TV Africa. Follow us on our social media platforms at Ndizi TV Africa and also get to interact with us one-on-one. I am Jacinta Nyabeta. Do stay with us till the end. And we begin from Kisii County, where a wave of sorrow has engulfed the Mitengero area in Nyaribari Chache constituency in Kisii County, following the death of a grade 9 student from Ekirubuk Comprehensive School, who was discovered deceased under suspicious circumstances. The local residents are now urging the government to take immediate action in order to ensure the perpetrators are apprehended, while the police continue with further investigations.
Siku yenye alienda walienda na sister yake kwenda huko. Sasa walikuwa wanalisha ng'ombe tu huko barabarani tu. Sasa kutoka hapo sasa akaambia sister yake, wacha niteremke hivi niende ukunywa maji alafu nirudi. Sasa vile sister yake alimwambia amngojee tu wamalize kulisha ng'ombe ndio warudi nyumbani wote. Sasa akamwambia wacha niende nikunywe ndio nirudi haraka, alafu tuanze kulisha tu ng'ombe. Sasa kutoka hapo hakufika nyumbani kwa hapa kukunywa maji.
Sasa tutapeleka watoto wapi na serikali iko kwetu na sisi? Mtulinde ili na sisi tuwe na uongozi bora. Kwa sababu kama watoto wanaweza uwana hapa na tuwajue. Na wewe mama mwenye unalea mtoto ambaye ni muuaji, uwe tayari uweze kututolea huyo muuaji ili ikuwe ni kitendo cha kwanza tena kikuwe cha mwisho.
Waweze kuleta wahalifu wajulikane kwa sababu ni watu wa hapa karibu. Maana tendo hili bwana chief ameongelea likifunikiwa litaendelea tena kesho ni kwa nyumba nyingine.
Sasa hivi hatujapata suspect yoyote. Kesi iko kwa uchunguzi sababu maaskari walichukua hiyo kesi. Kwa hivyo tunangoja watuletee majibu. Msimu huu wakati wa likizo tulikuwa naomba wazazi waajibike, wajaribu kuangalia watoto wao, waweke tu karibu na wao ama karibu kwa boma.
And the Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of the government delivery, Eliud Olwalo, has conducted an extensive tour of the national government projects across Migori County, assessing progress and also identifying fields challenging, including stalled road expansions due to electricity poles, as he warned contractors against mismanaging funds and vowed the government will take action against those deliberately delaying projects. Lennox Odede with more details.
The Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of government delivery, Eliud Olwalo, has toured several national government projects in Migori County. Speaking at the Migori Stadium grounds after inspecting the construction of the said stadium and Kegonga Level 4 Hospital in Kuria East, the Ngege Ogwethi Road in Suna East, the Affordable Housing Project in Kuria West, and other projects across the 8 sub-counties, Olwalo said that the visits are meant to help the government understand the challenges faced by workers on the ground. One of the notable challenges, he said, is along the Ngege Ogwethi Road, where power poles still stand on the road reserve, hindering expansion of the highway.
The way we visit these projects at times also is to determine if there are any challenges that require intervention at higher levels. And in such instances, we will come in as a matter of urgency or as an agent of necessity to ensure that all the players, the relevant agencies, are brought on board and they do their part of the bargain. If anything, if we were working properly the way these projects are supposed to be executed, Kenya Power ought to have been brought on the board from the very beginning. And by the time the road was commencing, those the way for the power lines should have been created and those poles should have been transferred. So we'll do the necessary to ensure that Kenya Power is speedily brought on board so that those poles are moved. And also we are also witnessing a situation where contractors are building roads but forgetting about access to other public institutions. Yeah, that must equally be addressed. Don't wait until you complete the road is when now you start developing the access, because the two are complementary to each other. As you build the main road, also work on the access to schools, hospitals and other social amenities within the environs of the road.
Owalo urged contractors to take only 1 or 2 projects at a time, projects they can manage effectively. He noted that one of the major challenges facing the government is project delays caused by misallocation or diversion of funds.
We want to urge contractors only to take up the number of jobs that they are able to implement at the same time. We are witnessing a situation where you have a contractor doing a hospital, the next day is running to an affordable housing project, the next day is running onto a road. I mean, you can't be a jack of all trades. You find that government has met its part of the bargain by settling outstanding dues of contractors based on certificates that have been raised. But you find that the contractor is still having a challenge of execution of the project. So what lesson are you learning from that? That either the contractor has got so many projects spread all over the place, or the money paid to the contractor is diverted.
He added that the government will take firm action where necessary, including blacklisting contractors who deliberately delay projects without proper documentation or justification.
If there are good reasons why the road is behind, ordinarily they will ask for an extension of time, and there's a process within government through which that is addressed. But if there's a contractor who is deliberate, without justification, behind schedule or fails to complete a project, yeah, he has been paid based on the certificates raised, informed by attainment of certain milestones, but the contractor is still not performing, we will recommend that such contractors be blacklisted and be debarred from taking part in government tenders in future.
On his part, former Migori MP and gubernatorial aspirant John Dachepesa commended the government for taking such a bold step, noting that it allows authorities to better understand the challenges contractors face in the ground.
I've moved with you for the 4 projects you have visited and made some observations. I do think, Waziri, that such visits are very necessary, because even the people, the contractors, may not know how to approach other sectors to come and supplement them. And the way you came today, we have realized that areas like Kenya Power or the other area dealing with electricity should have been one of the stakeholders in that project. And that is why we have that problem.
Lennox Odede, reporting for Ndizi TV Africa from Migori County.
And now moving on to matters education. Education stakeholders in Nyatike area in Migori County have asked the government and the community to develop a collaborative strategy in order to address the rise in teenage pregnancies and HIV infections among the youth. They emphasized on the importance of involving young people in sports and other activities to promote good behavior and in order to reduce the chances of engaging in risky behaviors.
We are going to have a number of tournaments so that our youth can be engaged. But again, we are bringing key foreigners like Gor Mahia is around here, FKF is also around here. We want those who are talented and are mature to be picked and given opportunity to serve in other teams.
We want to bring all these people together and teach them on what they need to do to avoid and what they need to do in the event that somebody is already affected, because then we have to incorporate all these people into society and so they don't feel neglected.
Some parents are poor, they can't manage to sustain the requirements of their girls. So it forces these girls to look for extra money or pocket money from these men.
Tunakuanga na community dialogue, and when we have the community dialogue, watu tunaongea na wazazi. So unaangalia vile mzazi ukimuuliza swali unaona vile anakujibu, so unaona kuna gap. Like wazazi wame prioritize kazi yao sana kushinda watoto, so unaona kuna.
And moving on, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission reported that its thorough investigations and proactive efforts during the 2024-2025 financial year prevented losses amounting to 16.5 billion Kenyan shillings, marking the highest amount recovered or saved in recent years. During this period, the Commission handled almost 4,183 corruption reports and launched investigation into 1,846 of them. Bravery accounted for the largest share of cases at 37%, followed by embezzlement of public funds at 19%, unethical behavior at 13%, and fraudulent acquisition and disposal of public property at 10%. Additionally, the Commission's chairman warned about the rising incidence of people using fake documents in order to secure employment in the recent times in the country.
Recently, the Commission convened a high-level National Ethics and Integrity Conference to address the alarming rise of falsified academic and professional qualifications. Kenya must never become a society where shortcuts supersede merit. Integrity must be upheld across every stage of our national development pipeline. It is very sad that even very senior people in government are operating under false documents, forged certificates. It is an embarrassment to our society. If you want academic qualifications, we have more than enough universities in this country, and you can go there at any time. It is not like the old days where once you left the education pipeline, you could not go back. Now you can go back. Recently, I saw a 92-year-old who had gone back to do KCSE. It is never too late.
Celebrate these successes. It must not be lost on us that the fight is far from over. Corruption remains a dynamic and persistent threat that adapts to our defense.
The process, like our CEO has mentioned, through which cases are taken, sometimes do not meet the threshold that we expected. And so the push or the desire for the Commission to have prosecutorial powers is basically to inject some level of efficiency.
There is a file with the DPP, in fact 2 files on Marsabit County. There are 2 files we are just concluding, one on Mandera County and another one on Garissa. We also have started investigations in Isiolo County, so it is not that we are targeting specifically those counties.
And now moving on to another meeting that was held today. Election stakeholders have demanded the arrest and prosecution of individuals who disrupted peace during the recent by-elections. They warned that if these issues are not addressed, violence could escalate in the 2027 general election. During a review of the November 27th by-elections, candidates expressed concerns about the lack of security even after polls ended. However, the IEBC has called on youths to come out in large numbers to register as voters ahead of the 2027 general election.
Once again, my name is Jacinta, Manager Communication.
As I talk, after voting, I could not go home. After I was announced the winner, my family cannot access home. And we are here playing like, is it Gunism? Yesterday we buried a friend with a gun wound. Hiyo bunduki walimpiga nayo sio ya polisi. I want to thank my RO, nimemwona hapa. Bwana Lumiti, you are a good man.
I don't know whether those guns have specific labels for the officers to know that these guns belongs to the government, these guns belongs to the other party.
You want to secure an illegitimate victory. Then you must have a leader. And the manner in which you secured your victory is questionable. That to steal election in this country is an impossibility.
While each election presented unique circumstances, Collectively, they offered a comprehensive picture of IEBC's operational preparedness.
The issues of goons and other political thuggery. This is something that we are not going to allow. Sadly, we also witnessed incidences where there were cases of violence, intimidation, and harassment.
And it is 15 minutes past 9 p.m. Time to take a short break here on Ndizi at 9. But we still have more in store for you. And of course, that is in regards to the death of the former member of parliament. That is who went, of course, or rather who lost his life. And the Prime Cabinet Secretary visited his family today, together with many other stories that we have in store for you. So don't go too far. We will be back shortly.
This festive season, treat yourself at Canal Park Hotel, just 5 kilometers from Kisii town off Kisii-Kilgoris Road. Enjoy luxury, comfort and a 10% discount on all accommodation services. Book now and celebrate in style. Canal Park Hotel, the pride of Kisii.
Je, wajua kwamba mapishi si kazi tu ila ni sanaa? Njoo tujifunze mapishi mapya katika runinga ya Ndizi TV Africa. Hapa ndipo tunapika, tunajifunza, tunakula, tunasherehekea na kucheka kidogo. Ungana nami kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia mida ya saa 2 usiku katika kipindi chetu cha Pishi Bora. Hapa ndipo tutakuwa tunapika vyakula mbalimbali ambavyo vitakuwa vinanukia, kama vile mchuzi wa nyanya, tunapika kuku kitunguu, tunapika wet fry na vyakula vingi zaidi. Njoo tujifunze pamoja na tulete ubunifu jikoni katika kipindi chetu cha Pishi Bora. Ungana nami Ronelfa katika kipindi cha Pishi Bora, tulete ubunifu jikoni.
Mteja mpendwa, ni wakati sasa wa kujinyakulia aina ya flash disk kuanzia 8GB, 16GB na vilevile 32GB. Vilevile earphones, wireless headsets, unajipatia wireless microphones tofauti kwa bei nafuu. Yale ambayo unafaa kuyafanya hivi sasa ni kwamba unapiga simu kupitia nambari 0739318606. Yote unayapata kwa bei nafuu popote ulipo.
And welcome back. Thank you for staying with Ndizi TV Africa. We're here to inform you, educate you, and entertain you on all the matters that are ongoing in the country. Now, moving on, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, paid a visit to the family of the late Honorable John Hamisi Dena in Nairobi to express his sincere condolences to support and also support during this time of grief. Honorable Joseph Hamisi, a nominated Member of Parliament, passed away at the age of 56 early Saturday morning as announced by the National Assembly. He was elected in 2022 under the Amani National Congress ANC party. During his tenure, he served on the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture and the Selected Committee on the National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities.
It's difficult, and we can only say God gives, He takes, and He's the greatest comforter of all to you and your family. So tumekuja kusema tu pole. Yeah, pole kabisa.
The rest is we have a memorial service on the 11th at Regis Baptist.
And now moving on to matters education, the Principal Secretary for Basic Education, Julius Bitok, has guaranteed that junior secondary school teachers will receive permanent and pensionable employment in the upcoming financial year. This assurance comes amid the rising tension as JSS teachers threaten to strike when schools reopen due to the government's failure to fulfill an earlier promise to confirm their employment by December this year. Bitok also confirmed the government's commitment to honor these in the next budget. Additionally, Baringo North Member of Parliament Joseph Makilap noted that the lecturer strike and delays in releasing capitation funds to schools have pressured the Education Ministry, leading the government to reconsider its priorities.
SS teachers to be employed on permanent and pensionable is not a walk in the park. Sio kitu ya kusema kwa chukua hapa confirm. When you confirm and there is notice, what do? Watu watakula nini bila hii? So what we are telling you, and I want to speak from point of authority, is allow us to look for money in supplementary to ensure that when they are promoted, they get salary. And when they are converted to permanent and pensionable, they have something on their table.
We believe with your guidance and your presence in that education committee, you will do something for us. So we are saying as teachers, we shall come January, we shall not go back to class without teachers being confirmed.
Kuambia walimu wa JSS, Mheshimiwa Rais amesikia malilio yenu, amewasikia sana, na nataka kuhakikishia kwamba ametuambia kwamba tujipange, tuhakikishe kwamba in the next financial year tuweze kuweka budget ili watu wetu wa JSS walimu waweze kuwa confirmed.
And lastly, to some business news, Kenya's food trade sector is expected to enjoy quicker and safer market access following a 67 million Kenyan shillings equipment upgrade at the Kenya Bureau of Standards supported by the United Kingdom. The new advanced technology can now complete certain tests in under a minute, significantly reducing a turnaround time for agricultural goods and giving manufacturers and importers competitive edge in a region where speed and regulatory compliances are crucial for shelf space and also export success.
Some of the contaminants, like let's say mycotoxins, are measured at micrograms per kilo. That is parts per billion. Yeah, it's like 1 grain of rice in a whole truck of rice. So it can go that low to enable us pick that, which is very, very important when it comes to food safety.
We are excited about this partnership because then we are able to influence the trade ecosystem, and especially with a focus on standards, to be able to ensure that the products that are coming into the country and leaving the country are well tested and are of great quality.
It's seen a reduced kind of testing through time from 15 days down to 7 days. And when we talk to exporters, it's really important to be able to get that certificate quickly so that you kind of export and manage your kind of business.
We have equipment that are able to test products at a faster rate. They're able to test more samples within a very short period of time. This equipment are helping us to reduce the turnaround time that we have been having, and also to test more products at the same time.
And that story marks the end of Ndizi at 9 on this 8th day on a Monday, the second Monday of December. We do appreciate your time, and also thank you for tuning in. To all those who've shared our lives and also tuned in via our social media platforms, we do appreciate your time. Follow us at Ndizi TV Africa across all the social media platforms on Facebook, X account, TikTok, and also on YouTube. I am Jacinta Nyabeta. My director this night has been Alex Mungare. Do have yourselves a great night. Bye-bye.